A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. It's now IPL. We are approaching it and the clock is just counting down to, because see, we have only 4 days left for the IPL. Now, there is a lot of activity that is happening each and every day. When it comes to the franchises, when it comes to the players, there is a lot of activity. But before we can get to the IPL, there is an update. This particular situation sums up what the Champions Trophy was in Pakistan. When you look at it technically, for only one home game in the Champions Trophy, Pakistan has incurred losses which amounts to millions. What is that exact figure and how did that impact Pakistan cricket? How big has been the loss for Pakistan? The numbers are finally here and it does not paint a good picture. This comes amidst the backdrop that the fees that is there for the players in the National T20 Cup has now been reduced dramatically by 75 to 87%. And that is massive. So the situation in Pakistan, we now have the exact numbers. We will tell you how many millions have been lost for Pakistan hosting the Champions Trophy. It is not a good sign indeed. But would you want to see Sanju Samson as the next India captain? That is what his Rajasthan Royals teammate believes in. Shimron Hetmeyer, speaking in one of the events in the Rajasthan Royals, has stated that yes, Sanju Samson would be a good choice as an India captain looking ahead in the next couple of years. Now remember, in the T20 setup, Surya Kumar Yadav is there and he's currently doing an excellent job as far as captaincy is concerned. But when it comes to the bat, Surya's returns have been really tapering off. Yes, what is the dilemma for the Indian team? If they win the T20 World Cup, but Surya's form with the bat doesn't improve, what do you do? Which is why this IPL 2025 is incredibly important for Surya Kumar Yadav. Because if he doesn't do well, then there will be rising questions over his batting form. So Sanju Samson, this is also an equally important IPL. He has to start well, but then that is all that he does always. He has to maintain that consistency. So will Sanju Samson, India captain in the near future, do you see that coming? You can write to us in the comments. Rajat Patidar. He has been handled the toughest job, that is the RCB captaincy. The expectations that the fans will have is going to be massive. Now, advice has come from two stalwarts, Virat Kohli and certain other players, including Faf du Plessis. Faf du Plessis now is the vice captain of Delhi Capitals, but he's been there in RCB also. They both advise Rajat Patidar, do not be insecure, stay with the decisions that you make and stay strong as a leader. Insecurity primarily, that is the one thing that they have told Rajat Patidar, do not be insecure with whatever happens. Because with RCB, if things go south, they go south in a big way and that happens very rapidly also. So RCB, Rajat Patidar, it's an acid test for them in IPL 2025. But talking about the two legends, Virat Kohli and ABD de Villiers, they never won the IPL together. But now Virat Kohli has urged ABD de Villiers, please don't say Ee Sala Cup Namde wherever you go. He got a text from Virat Kohli apparently. ABD de Villiers had just revealed in one of the host broadcasters that were doing this. He mentioned, I said Ee Sala Cup Namde because he wanted to support RCB. Virat Kohli dropped him a message apparently saying, please don't use that everywhere you go. Now, he got into trouble because of that. Now, he's not going to say Ee Sala Cup Namde anymore. Now, that is the problem. If you don't say Ee Sala Cup Namde, yes, it's become a meme, it's become a joke in RCB circles. It's now become too long now that Ee Sala Cup Namde has transformed to Ee Sala Cup Rehne. That is the problem that RCB are facing. One hopes that Ee Sala Cup Namde happens this time around in 2025, but looking at the squad, it will take something of a miracle. Now, there is an interesting development when it comes to FIDE and Vaishali Ramesh Babu. Now, Vaishali Ramesh Babu has argued that why do you have to keep the tag of women grandmasters? Why can't it just be grandmasters? The same sentiment was echoed by Judith Polgar, one of the greatest ever women's chess players ever. But now Emil Sutowski, who's the CEO of FIDE, he's come out with a response. What is that response? This is sure to draw the battle lines between women chess players and FIDE in the coming future. And it doesn't bode well for the sport if that is the case. So I'll be doing a special video on that as well. So we are building up to IPL today. We'll be having team build-ups which are there today as well. We'll have two teams. What are those two teams? You'll find that out pretty soon. So yes, today is the continuation of the build-up of the teams that we'll be doing. And we are just another 3 days away from the start of IPL. Thursday, Friday, and then whatever happens, Saturday, it's game time, folks. KKR versus RCB, 7:30 p.m. IST at the Eden Gardens. We begin 18th season of IPL in a big way. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.